Hi, welcome to our module on automation. Automation and control are real hallmarks of modernity. But what do these words actually mean? What we want to do in this module is spend some time looking at the history of automation and the definitions, the formal definitions of what makes something automated and automatic. What do we mean by control and automatic control in particular? And what we'll see is that in some ways what these point to is a way that humans have managed to build some of their agency. A word we use in the social sciences to describe the capacity to act independently and make choices. So automation, in some sense, is a way that we build a certain amount of human agency into objects. The formal definition of automation is that it's a process or an object, a procedure that can be carried out or that can function with a minimum of human assistance or intervention. So when we talk about automatic things, we're talking about things into which we have built some of our agency so that those objects can do things for us, making our lives easier, making our lives better. Now, automation is everywhere. It's all around you. You can find it in objects that carry out tasks reliably for you over and over again. Household appliances like coffee makers and washing machines, or the autofocus on this camera that I'm using. There are devices that maintain stability, so you probably live in a building with a thermostat where you can set a temperature and it will automatically adjust the heating and the cooling so that the temperature stays around that number. There are tools that you can program them to do things at a particular time in a particular way. You have email filters that will send your mail into different mailboxes. And then there's the automation in very complex systems, that synthesize hundreds or thousands or millions of input variables into determining how a process should run. And so we see this in, for example, a gigantic manufacturing plant or a chemical plant or a big modern bureaucracy. So the module that follows, the module that we're engaging in right now, is going to have 4 sessions in it. The first one I call Machines, Automation, and Instructions. And what we do there is we're going to look at the history of automation, the formal definition of automation and its components, but the emphasis here is on machines and objects where you can either bake in the instructions, so the instructions in a sense are in there as they're built, or where they are adaptable, but you can feed them instructions and they follow it. The second session will be called From Instructions to Goals, and what we do there is look at a new brand of automation where we don't tell the machine what to do, we tell the machine what state of the world we would like to achieve or maintain. So the thermostat is a classic example of that. We don't tell the thermostat how to heat the house, we just tell it what temperature we'd like, and the thermostat then goes about dealing with the furnace or the air conditioner to maintain that. The third module will be about feedback, and we'll learn about a thing called causal loop diagrams, which is a formal way to describe complex systems, and we'll learn how to plot system behavior over time and the different ways different typical ways that systems can perform. And finally, in the last session of the module, we'll look at a thing called PID controllers. So this is a proportional, integral, and derivative controller. This is kind of the standard model for automatic mathematical control of just about everything. And so we'll learn a bit about the theory behind that, about what those three words mean, what they mean mathematically, what they mean pragmatically. And then we'll look at an application of those things in terms of the way a drone might be programmed to fly in a particular trajectory, maintain a particular altitude, and so on. And we'll try to build a little bit of some lab exercises around that. So that's about it. Let's dive in and learn some history of automation. This will be fun.